Hi everyone. I wanted to jump on because there have been some people saying that art resin is heat resistant and others saying it is not, that they had some marks after placing a hot coffee cup on their resined coasters. So this is one that I resined just over a week and a half ago now, and it is on a ceramic tile. So what I have done is boiled some water, and you can see it's boiling. And I have my little coffee cup here. So we are going to put some hot water in our cup. Excuse me while I put that back. I just wanted to do it all live so everyone can see. Okay. So I'm going to sit that on there. And I'm going to leave it on there for about 30 seconds. And we'll see if it makes a mark, and then I'll put it back on again. So while we do that, I know there have been some people saying there's other resin. I think Total Cast was one. And I'm not sure what the other one was that isn't leaving any marks. But what I wanted to ask some of you, I know there were people saying that there is a spray engine sealant that you can put on here, but then you have to bake it. Without the baking, I wonder if it would work. Could we resin this and then put the engine coating over the top of it? Would that work if this art resin does in fact not hold up to the heat? So I'm just curious if any of you have tried that. Please let me know, because I would love to do that. I want to keep the resin, I really do. But if it's not going to hold up to heat, obviously that's going to be an issue, right? If we're using coasters, it has to at least hold up to a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Otherwise, it's really not something I want to sell and say it's heat resistant at all. I'd hate for someone to buy some of these and then end up ruining them because art resin didn't hold up. So no sticking. So let's take a peek. Let's come over here in a little better light. No. I don't see anything, guys. So let's put it back on. And I'm going to leave it on there longer. I'm going to leave it on there this time, and I'm going to pause so you don't have to sit here for a minute with me. And then I will come back on. Okay, so I left it on for 2 minutes. And let's see. It doesn't stick. And I'm going to take a peek at it. There is... Actually, let me see if I can... I can't tell if it's wet or if it's actually a mark. No marks, guys. Not a one. The mark that was on there just wipes right off. So there you have it. I think the way to safely do these is to let them dry and then cure, probably for 2 weeks to be safe. Yeah, there's no marks. And hopefully you can see those. There's nothing on there. Not a thing. So I would say art resin is a pass. is a passing grade, not to pass. So it passed the test for me at least, and I probably, for those of you that it hasn't, maybe it didn't cure as long as I let this before I did the coffee test or the hot cup test. And the water had been boiling for over a minute, so it's definitely hot. It's still smoking. I'll put it back on there and just for sake of checking it. And then when it cools down, I'll check again. But 2 minutes for this past one, a minute for the prior one, no marks. So I think it's going to be curing longer for those of you that haven't had success, and making sure that you have equal parts hardener versus the resin. Or if you're going to have slightly more of one than the other, I'd say slightly more of the hardener. Otherwise it's going to be too soft and it'll leave a mark. So I hope that helps you guys. I just wanted to post to let you know that it passed the test. So those of you considering art resin, I think it's safe. Just make sure that you let it cure for about 2 weeks. Just to be safe. This was a week and a half, but I think going forward I'll just make sure I do 2 weeks, just because then I know for sure it's going to be taken care of and I can sell without worry that someone's going to have a bad product. Thanks again, guys. If you have questions or answers on if you can spray that engine enamel over the art resin, if anyone has tried that, let me know. You shouldn't have to use it based on what I've just seen here, but for those of you that might want to, it will be interesting to see if anyone's ever tried that. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.